So as part of my Makeup 101 series, I wanted to talk about primers. And I know that I should probably start the series off with my skincare routine because that's absolutely the most important part of any makeup routine is your skincare, because your makeup is only going to be as good as your canvas. However, my skincare routine is pretty detailed and is gonna take me a minute to get on camera because each day I have different steps that I do, and then of course I have a morning routine and I have a night routine. So that is gonna take me a little bit to get together for you, but I am working on it. So just so you know, I figured that while I'm working on that, I would go ahead and start with primers. So I have a couple of primers here. This one is the Stila One Step. This is the skin tone correcting and brightening serum. It's got the different, it almost looks like a helix or something, and it's got the different colors, so when they come together and go on your skin, it corrects some of the different problems that you could have with your skin. And then this other one that I have is by Stila Cosmetics, and it's called number 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer. And I think that it's supposed to be for people that are 50 plus, but I don't listen to those because I feel like the best way to prevent myself from aging is to use things that are going to work as anti-aging. So not only preventing me from aging, but correcting some of the issues that I could be having as well. And what better way to do that than with something that's gonna go in and work on both deep wrinkles and fine lines and regular wrinkles. So I like to kind of switch it up. I really like both of these. The absolute best way I find to apply primers is just with my fingers. You absolutely have to make sure that your hands are clean. When you don't wash your hands and then you put anything on your skin, you're just smearing germs and bacteria all over your skin, and then it's getting into your primer, which is going down into your pores, and then it's gonna sit there under your makeup all day long. Absolutely wash your hands before you put on a primer. When you put your primer on, you wanna start with your cheek area and always blend up. Otherwise, you're defeating even doing your makeup in the first place, because if you blend down, it's gonna pull everything down and give you kind of a droopy, older appearance. So you always want to blend up. That's going to give you a brightening appearance and a lifted appearance as well. All different primers are going to be for different reasons. So you really kind of have to determine what some of the skin issues you have are, and then find a primer that's going to work with those problems. Your primer is going to fill everything in and then kind of sit on your skin, and then you're going to put your foundation on top of it. So it's always great when you can get a primer that's going to work on some of your problems. If it's going to be there, it might as well do something. I absolutely suggest spending a little bit of money on your primer. Don't go cheap with your primer. Warm it up in your fingers, rub it all over your face, get it in there really good. At my age, I feel like, you know, once you get to about your early to mid 30s, I don't really think that you can get away without using primer. I think that you kind of have to. Otherwise, your foundation starts settling into all the fine lines and wrinkles, and you can end up looking older. So I absolutely recommend getting yourself a nice primer. I really like the Tarte Clean Slate 360 Creaseless 12-hour smoothing eye primer. This is what this little sample looks like, if you can see it. I think it works really well, and I don't have a lot of trouble with my eyeshadow creasing, so I just put a little bit of this on my finger and I just kind of rub it in on my eyelids before I go in with my eyeshadow. I actually put my eye primer on and then I go in with a MAC Pro Longwear concealer in NC15. I use NC15. That's my particular color because I'm about white as it comes. This is a really great color for super fair people. MAC Pro Longwear concealer is designed to really go in there and cover up the veins in your eyes, and it's actually could be used as a primer if you don't want to spend the money on an eye primer and the Pro Longwear concealer up front, but I do recommend using both of these products. MAC Pro Longwear concealer is really great as a base, but I still would go in with a primer as well. I go in with my eye primer, I rub that in, then I go in with the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, I rub that in, and then I go in with a matte skin colored powder, and that just kind of sets everything, and then you can put your eyeshadow on top of that and go from there. You don't have to worry about creasing or anything like that. I also put this same eye primer under my eyes as well and let it fill in the fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes, so that when I go in with my Pro Longwear concealer under my eyes as well, I don't have to worry about it settling into the fine lines and wrinkles. Anyways, that is pretty much everything there is to know about primers. If you have any specific questions, make sure that you leave them for me down below or shoot me an email. Drop me a message on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, any of those things, and I'll get right back to you. I'll leave my favorite products down in the description bar below so that you can kind of check that out. I'm kind of doing some research because I want to find for you guys a range. I know that I said that, you know, you really shouldn't go cheap when it comes to your primers, but that does not mean that there isn't something that's inexpensive that works as well as the higher end, higher dollar products. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, where that happy medium is. I will leave the products that I've listed below for you so that you can check those out. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next Makeup 101. Bye!